Alright guys, welcome back. I finally got around to clearing Thronebreaker event quest 100%. Got the ticket and I can do the Paragon Gauntlet. So you can see 100%. We'll jump into the Paragon Gauntlet. You have to beat all the bosses from Thronebreaker event quest in one shot, but you can trade champions. You can swap champions like 3 times along the way. I did not do this one. I was willing to spend items if I had to. I have items that are going to expire, but we're going to try and do it itemless. We started off with the Venom Pool. I saw popular opinion was to grab Absorbing Man and combine him with Immortal Abomination, make him poison immune so that he can take down this Venom Pool. So we go in, and the only thing to worry about on this one is every 10 hits, you're gonna put a falter on. Other than that, it's really nothing too crazy. So like after 10 hits, you're gonna get faltered there. So you just have to wait for that falter to end, and then you can continue. I'm gonna let the music play out, and I'll see you at the next fight. Alright, so Absorbing Man takes down the first one. Mole Man, I actually used Magneto House of X with his pre-fight, and I used him to beat Mole Man on one of my accounts, or at least it helped with his pre-fight. So I brought him in, used him for Mole Man here. He was pretty slow. I think if I would have used a lot of Absorbing Man with his shock immunity, that would have been a lot faster, that's for sure. But I went ahead, and this is what I used. And again, I'm going to speed up the fight, and you can watch the rest of it if you'd like. It wasn't perfect, but he does have that unstoppable timer. Just got to watch out for that and the shocks. But let's see how the rest of the fight plays out. Alright, well I almost died against Mole Man, but we did get through with the solo. Now at this juncture, I can go ahead and I'm actually going to swap out my Immortal Abomination for Hercules. He's just the easiest counter for stunning for encroaching stun, which is on Red Hulk here, and you can avoid any poison issues if you just don't hit him. Go for intercepts, hit into block, bait specials. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try our best to bait some heavy attacks, get the Infuriate on, get countered, of course. Again, not. I only played this the one time so far because I've only got it on the one account, and this is my one run that I went through. So I did not go through it again. So you're getting however I played this. Again, if you also don't want to drop down to 0 power, or else like that you'll lose a whole chunk of your health. So once I realize that, I just start spamming special ones, and the rest of the fight goes pretty smooth. All right, Red Hulk is down. Now, when I did Zemo, I predominantly used like regular Magneto for him, and I probably should have just healed up Magneto House of X. You got to get intercepts in order to do actual damage, and you want to try and stagger your hits, or else it's going to give him a debuff. If it gives him a few too many debuffs, he's going to purify them. It gives him like a taunt if you use the same attack twice in a row, and anytime he does that, he's going to cleanse it, and then you're going to get rooted, and that's no fun. So I didn't do a good job here with Hercules trying to get the intercept off, so I was just doing a pretty piss poor job of that early on. I'm gonna get my butt kicked because I'm gonna get stuck in the root. I'm just gonna get as much damage as I can do with Hercules here against Zemo. Again, not the greatest fight. I did pretty well with regular Magneto all the time, and I think Magneto House of X would do an excellent job against Zemo as well here, because Magneto House of X can't get the full magnetism, but he is bleed immune completely. So we're going to drop that special 2. We're just going to push him to 3 bars of power. We're just going to get as much damage in as we can, even though we're rooted again. He's going to throw that special. We're just going to quit out, and we're going to go in with Absorbing Man. And we're just going to try and get as much down with Absorbing Man here. We really don't need... After this, I have a plan to swap in Gallon to take down Iron Man. And then really, who's ever left can take Gladiator. Gladiator, once I figured out how to evade his special 2, became much easier. I did put out a video or 2 about that. And it's just, you can really beat Gladiator with anybody. It doesn't matter what class or champion. So again, not the greatest. Here I am. If I stay in the Uru phase, I'm bleed immune. But I get stuck rooting myself again by not being able to stagger my my attacks. So we're going to get clapped again in the face by the Zemo. So Zemo's kind of, I think, was the biggest pain in the butt on this one. But again, if you can get Magneto, the OG Magneto, Red Mags, on your team, that's probably the easiest. And Magneto House of X, probably a close second in terms of ripping through this. And I know there are lots of guys who are just going to take one champion and run through everything. And they did it on like day 1. I needed a little bit of time to get through the Thronebreaker event quest. And it's not terrible. Again, got to get some intercepts off while you bait those specials. And so there, get the intercept again, but I couldn't. I had a hard time timing the falter there with a special to try and get out of the route. Instead, here I am just getting clapped again in the face. He's got like those 7 furies because the bleeds I was immune to. So now if he hits me on the block, I'm pretty much toast. So again, I'm just going to try and hit into him, try and get an intercept off if I can, and I think we end up dying to Zemo here, which again is not the end of the world. We still have a little bit of health left with Magneto House of X, and you're going to wonder, how are you going to get through the rest of this fight and the next 2 if you got like nothing left? And I'll show you what we can do. So we're just going to get through this one as best we can. Again, I think I'm going to die very shortly because right there I'm going to put myself into the root again. Can't back away from it, and I told you if I take a hit on the block, those 7 Furies, we're going to hit pretty hard, and down it goes Absorbing Man. So we're going to bring in our Magneto House of X with very little health. And again, I figure I'm not going to spend, I only have 3% health left, but we get a nice little intercept off, and we get another intercept off. So we're going to go a few more hits into the block. Bait that special 1. And what do you know? Magneto House of X comes in and cleans up Zemo. Now, I can trade the champions again and swap it in. And by swapping in Gallon for Magneto House of X, I'm actually going to go right back up to full health. So you don't have to use any potions. If you swap someone in, you're going to get a full health champion. It's not like incursions where you're not going to get the health. Here, back up to full. So we're going to take Gallon in for, and I only have a 5-star Gallon on the main account. So we're going to go in again. Main thing against Iron Man here is your first parry is not going to work. Your sight, and then it's going to go on cooldown, and then you can parry him afterwards. Also, there is a timer on the top left or the right side of Gallon, that skull timer there that's going down. You need to get either back yourself up to the wall, which I don't suggest, or back Iron Man up to the wall on the right. And as you hit into him, that timer disappears, and then there's the number goes down, and the timer just to the left of it, when it finishes, you want to be green there. So you want the timer to completely go down to 0 when, the counter to go down to 0 when the timer expires. That is what you want to do, or else you're going to take a bunch of degen. So here we're just going to go ahead. We're going to get the harvest off. We're going to, I think that was already our second one with a big special 2. And again, we're just going to try and hit him into the corner so that, up against the wall, so that that timer goes down. We do have to bait that special 2. And I think there is a possibility that there he pushes me to the left again. I get clipped by the special 1, which kind of stinks. But we do get off another heavy, get off one final harvest, and Gallon takes down Iron Man pretty nicely. Last but not least is Gladiator. And like I was saying, even with a 5-star Gallon, that is not a Mystic champion, so I'm not getting any advantage from this. No class advantage. He's a 5-star, but we're just going to go in and do as much damage on Gladiator as we can. And again, I'm going to... Gladiator here, you can parry until he throws the special. When he throws the special, he's going to get the stun immunity. So you're going to have to... Here, he threw the special 1. I don't want him to throw the special 1. Unfortunately, there's also a falter that if you don't hit him for a certain amount of time, you're going to get the falter on you. So I got to back off, wait until both of those end, and then I can go back into hitting him. Once that stun immune timer disappears, I can stun him again. Bait those heavy attacks. And here I'm going to try my best. There we were able to knock him down. I just need him to throw his special. So try to push him to that special 2. I know how to fully evade it now, so I don't get hit at all. I've got the falter on me waiting just as it expires. I'm going to drop my first harvest on him. He's got some incinerates going, so that's nice. I'm just going to throw that special 1 for spacing, and to push him to that second bar of power so that we can counter a special 2 again. The most I don't want him to go to I don't want him to throw the special 1 if I can. There, bait another heavy attack and try and push him to a special 2. That is the goal here. They're nice, yeah. Parry heavy so that we can get the harvest going again. Again, bait the special 2. I have to watch out for that falter, but then I can still go ahead, throw that special 1, and Gladiator is almost finished. So we're going to try and do the same thing again. So Gladiator putting in some work here against Iron Man and against Gladiator. There, one more special 2 evade. Get off my special 2. Didn't quite have enough when I threw that heavy for the harvest, so it's just getting some incinerate damage going on him. He's slowly disappearing. I'm still managing to avoid getting hit by that falter. He throws the special 1. I got to back off because that unstoppable is very annoying. I think you have to kind of get close to him for it to disappear. He was nice enough to throw another heavy, but he then throws another special 1. So we're stuck waiting, backing up against... I don't want to get backed up against the wall completely, but now we got the falter on us, so we're just going to go ahead, play up against the wall. Don't really want to be here, but he throws another heavy attack. We can go ahead, punish it, throw a special 2. He's got some incinerate damage. He's disappearing. We go ahead with a heavy, and we manage to take him down. So, itemless. Not the best, but itemless. So, I don't have enough for a 7-star crystal. We do get a 6-star nexus, so I'll open that up with you guys. And then for bonus, we'll do some enlistment crystals, which I can't really do. I was going to do a big opening for enlistment crystals, but then because of the glory that comes in the enlistment crystals, you can't spend the glory fast enough when you're opening up so many. So you have to be careful if you're topped off on glory not to open up too many enlistment crystals or you lose out on that reward. There we go. Diablo pops up. I don't have Diablo on the main account, so that was an easy choice. And then I'm going to open up a couple enlistment crystals. Now again, my issue is there's a glory in here. I'm always trying to keep myself topped up on glory in case I need it for anything. And so I'm always, especially when Alliance Quest ends and you get like almost 5,000 glory from that. So I have to be really careful here. I'll take a nice Alliance War boost. I'm going to need those for another Alliance War season. But every time I open these, I've opened up a couple. I can only open up a few at a time because if I pop 10 and I get a whole bunch of glory, it's just going to cap it at 15,000 and I'm going to lose out on anything extra. So I don't want to lose out on the glory. So I'm probably not going to be doing a big opening for these ones, but opening up them sporadically kind of as I need them. But yeah, so you got to be careful not to lose out on glory when you open these up, guys. So that's it for today. I hope this helps you guys out, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.